Hello, I'm back again to talk about the wonderful artwork of Enrique Nieto and particularly his work on Charlton romance stories. I wanted to do a video presenting all of his artwork, and I guess this is it. And if you want to follow along and read his book, you can just pause it and read the whole book. But as I was working on this video, I realized that I had all these files and it would make a great book. So I did print this book called Creepy Cool, the Charlton Romance Stories of Enrique Nieto, and it sold out immediately. And I just it was such a great experience for me. I got in contact with Enrique Nieto himself, who is still going in his 80s, still creating artwork. And he sent some photographs you saw at the very beginning of his time working at Charlton. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about how much I really enjoy his artwork. You can see in this story coming up, Girl with the Future, you can see how he's got this great look at how he does these birds in the cages and the background. It's such a great artwork, such great artwork. This cover is one of my favorites. And A Strange Goodbye. It's I don't know how to put it into words. His artwork just really strikes me as particularly good when you consider, the bulk of the artwork that was published in Charlton Romance Comics at the time. Not that there weren't a lot of good artists, there really were, especially when I got into the Spanish and South American artists such as Demetrio and uh, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, A. Martinez, and Luis Avila, just to name a few. There were so many more. His work uh, kind of went across all the many genres. He did, besides romance, he did horror comics. This is an example from Haunted Romance. And he did some war stories. And his work appeared mainly between 1973 and 1976. I asked him how he got to work for Charlton, and he said that a local friend of his went to Charlton and kind of represented him and some other artists and got them some work. And so he worked through these local agents, and I guess he would get the scripts and he would illustrate them and just send them in, and there was no editorial interference. And the work turned out to be amazing. And Charlton just got it and published it the way it was. And I guess that was part of the attraction for working for Charlton. They weren't the highest paying. I asked him if he could remember how much he got paid, and he said he couldn't remember, but it wasn't that bad. So his work, uh, his delicate figures, his the coloring is so unique on his stories. It was just unlike any other artist. They weren't really treated that way. Now Enrique says that he didn't really care for the way they colored his work, but I think it just makes it stand out and look really amazing. I could go on and talk about his designs and like the way his clothing was would put in with checkerboard with what do they call it, zipatone and different rub off lettering and different things that he used, and it all combined to make a really interesting product. This story kind of inspired me. The the girl goes off with this guy, and he turns out to be very immature, and so she goes back, and her mom just pretends like nothing happened. Some of the stories are very short, 6 pages, and yet his artwork just kind of really just kind of presents it so well. I'm just gonna stop talking here for a little bit and let you look at the artwork. His covers were interesting. He only did, I think, 4 covers for Charlton. Uh, I mean, just 4 romance covers. He did uh, horror and romance and war covers as well. This story coming up, Madness in Monaco. This was a cover feature, and it was Grand Prix drivers, and the artwork is really interesting. The way he used checkerboards and different textures in the artwork is really fun. This cover from I Love You 114 is one of his great works, I think. Uh, hmm. I wish I was more articulate and I could say more about. Here's the cover I was talking about. I Love You 114. Beautiful. It's the only cover that he did that he didn't do a story in the issue. Look at that. Use circles and angles. He rarely had a square panel. They always would go in different angles. Uh, he would use these sun waves that would really define it. This Fuzz in Love is interesting. He uses angles and stuff, and it's kind of just a short story that typical woman isn't accepted until she can really prove herself. I Never Loved You. This is a story that kind of touches on domestic abuse. There were many kind of sensitive subjects that they covered in these Charlton romance comics that you didn't really see anywhere else. No More Kisses. I encourage you to just stop this uh, video and enjoy some of these pages. They're just really wonderful. Stranger in the Lake. This is one of my favorite stories. It's about a woman whose father owns a fishing resort, and she meets this guy who's like a fishing expert, and she can't figure out why they can't find any fish, and he kind of fixes it up for her, and they lived happily ever after. A Coward's Kisses. This was kind of a strange story about this woman who goes hang gliding, and she like crashes, and there's this snake who's like threatening her, and her coward boyfriend jumps on the thing and goes and saves her. Take All Men. Like the furniture was always great, and his textures in the background. Well, if I was more articulate, I could probably make this a more interesting video. But I hope that you enjoy looking at these stories, and if you like this video, then like it. And if you follow me, I've gotten to where I was going to do the giveaway, and I'm going to do that next month. Here at the end, they would do Buck's Bag and Jennifer's Corner, and they would cut up some of his stories and use them in like the letters pages. I should mention that most of these stories, as far as I can tell, are credited to being written by Joe Gill. He was very prolific at the time. And if you have any comments, I'd love to hear them. And so do the whole like, subscribe, and comment routine. And thanks a lot.